Now, interesting news from Saudi Arabia. It's announced it's going to spend $64 billion developing its entertainment industry. Its General Entertainment Authority, because indeed it has one, has said that 220,000 people will be employed in the entertainment sector by 2030. To put that in context, that same figure for last year was 17,000, so this is ambitious. It's all part of what's called Vision 2030. That's a grand plan put together by Prince Mohammed bin Salman, or MBS as everyone calls him. He's the son of King Salman, and he's leading the drive to diversify the Saudi economy. I've been talking to BBC Arabic's Hadya Alawi.
He's trying to shift the businesses in his country from the oil to the entertainment to encourage people to actually spend more money on that sector. In a way, a lot of Saudi Arabians actually travel to nearby Gulf countries such as Emirates, Dubai or Abu Dhabi or even Bahrain to go there and for concerts or to go and have a little bit of fun. So they're trying to get more money out of the entertainment business while doing it in a quite reserved way. So trying to keep that balance between keeping Saudi Arabia as a reserved state, but at the same time kind of giving people that kind of, way of having fun in their own country without having to go across the border somewhere else to do it every weekend.
How do you do it in a reserved way, though? Because I saw one report saying Ricky Martin might be coming. He's a openly gay man. He's got a very sexualized routine when he performs. How does that fit in with Saudi Arabia and its way of doing things?
That will be the main challenge, Ross, because the problem is not just that there are laws in the state that actually restrict people from going to concerts. There are no concerts in the country, but also there is a social restriction around it. So families who actually want their kids or want their daughters to go to concerts might actually face some kind of backlash from the society around them that they allowed their daughters to do that. Also, because of the Sharia laws in the country, there is going to be some kind of religious backlash on that as well. I mean, they're going to be mixing females and males in the same environment, and whereas we saw women attending football matches in a stadium, that's a largely male-dominated environment, so they're going to have a lot of restrictions around that. They're going to have a lot of challenges to actually overcome that and allow people to enjoy their time in a way that doesn't actually go against their religion, but at the same time also open the society slightly and slowly towards that change.
Now, it's happened in some forms. Behind me is a picture of Yanni, the Greek artist who's already performed. How did that go? I mean, how are they dealing with these issues already?
I mean, as I mentioned, they're trying to encourage people to kind of open the society a little bit more. So when they allow, for example, artists like Yanni, who is quite, he's not as, sexy performer.
He's not Ricky Martin.
He's not Ricky Martin. So in a way, they're slowly introducing art into the country. And that way, they're hoping that they can bring that change. But let's not be completely, optimistic about it. We have to accept that this is going to be a very difficult mission, whether it's for the government or whether it's just for the families. There are so many reservations around it that it's going to be very, very difficult to bring that change into the country. Within that period of 10 years, maybe we'll see it slowly moving, but we can't expect it to happen overnight.
And in terms of the economy, help me understand what MBS thinks is going to happen. Does he think that the Saudi market will suddenly expand, or is he hoping to export Saudi entertainment to neighbouring countries as well?
Both. I think he's looking at doing both. So a lot of local artists would go actually travel abroad to actually produce their music or produce their art and then come back. And instead of doing that, he's allowing them to have sort of a stage or giving them the space to do it locally instead of going abroad. Also, by attracting artists, by attracting performers like Ricky Martin and Maroon 5 and so on, and even opening cinemas, they're bringing these artistic industry into the country that also brings a lot of revenue. It brings a lot of money into the government. So I think both ways, it's exporting and importing art on the same level.
Are we sure Saudis want to see Maroon 5?
I'm not too sure, but
we're going to find out.
You'd be surprised by the amount of people on Ricky Martin's Instagram who are so excited about seeing him in Saudi Arabia. I was really shocked to see that, but apparently he's going to be there on a golf tour that starts tomorrow. So we'll see how that goes.
Indeed we will. Thanks to Hadya, and I'll see you in half an hour's time.